Another day, another vlogeth. See, my thing is it's a little wonky. It's just autofocused. I don't know why I put this on my computer. I need to get a new mic for sure. Because I think my computer's picking up, or my fans are picking up something. The noise from the fan is picking up on the mic, which I realized in post-production, the last one. Who knew, my nigga? Who knew? We didn't, but we didn't do the first one. Literally just finished doing that today. Woke up, today was good. I had a call with some of my homies that I met going on my little trip to Rhode Island. Very good. Love them for real. Some true homies. Hopefully we meet up some more, sometime this year. I want to do like a Miami trip, which is fine, but I just got like a time limit. This year seems like it's gonna be busy. A lot of moving things around. Reorganize. My move out of this humble abode. Been for like 4 years now. Damn, doesn't feel like it though. I'm gonna miss it if I still a little bit if I want to do wherever to. Just or if I go solo or whatever happens, it's gonna be fun. But let me get on this. We're gonna go for a little walksy daisy. We'll go to the beach and go on. Because I'm just feeling it today. Just want to go somewhere. Let's see the wall. And by the water, I always say feel good, I don't know how to explain it really. Just feel better. Like just more connected. I guess I'm on land, on Earth. I always feel connected, I guess. I like in the traditional sense. Like when I'm out in nature, and then when I'm out by the ocean, feel like the most natural parts of me, I always feel deeply rooted. I'm like, come let's think. So we'll go there with me, and then I guess myself, I want to play some of this GENSHIN IMPACT Quest, get this, my baby. But she not gonna come home, and I'm not spending no money. Also, I have my fucking rent, because it's the fucking first. So let's go! Alright, that was a lot. Ooh. Yeah, here, we walking, doing our own thing, Back outside. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Mysteriously. Okay, let me not put the house numbers anywhere. What's good? Hey, shit. We almost there. Feels good out here. It's really not too cold or too hot. It's just the right amount of temperature. I got a little jacket hoodie on just because I don't like being cold, but this is very t-shirt weather almost. I love this time of the year and fall. But let me put it down. Hey, shit. Absolutely not really that big of an issue with this. I'm at the beach. It's about 6:30. Wait a second, I just did a thing, just to talk. Just to honestly, it's a good time though. Really good. Just to start with here and it's just quiet. I know people say it's a lot like it's rare to find focus nowadays, but it really is because so many things grab your attention day to day, try to be personal, like social media, the news, whatever it's live life, so just trying to grab your focus away from what it is. And I feel like to truly create and make things, or at least art and things I want to do, I think you need some solitude for a little bit. And I am not a fan of solitude, not because I can't be alone or I dislike it. It's just I love to be around people. Like I get my energy from people and I give it back to them. It's like a transformative experience. Like they push into me and I push back into them tenfold, and it's like a recycling, just everlasting. And I do cultivate it myself a little bit, so I do have some. But I'm finding out more and more is that to be that way and to be fully like my cup really full. It's just that I need not a lot of time, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours a day. It's just pure, just me, more than I think people understand it like on a word level level, or like just a saying level, but like to really embody that is like a different type of scale, you know. It's hard because, like I said, everything wants to take a bit of time. I hope my camera focus. Hope my camera's not out of focus in the whole sequence. That would be crazy. I guess it's hard. It is. It's not like it's hard. It's just very unmanageable to do. So that's what these vlogs are for. But also just unconnect, showing my days. We'll be doing a lot, but also be doing just what I need to do, what I can do every day. I think we, you know, that one saying, I remember I heard it, was it, if they wanted to, they would. And I feel like that's true for like manipulative and bad people situations, but on a really real scale, if you really like want to be with somebody, like, or a person in your life, so for like a couple of months or years at this point, whatever you're going through, I think that's facetious a little bit. Like, that's not really getting to the nut of it. Like, of course, like, think about yourself. How many things you want to do all day, every day, and how you want to do it. They require like a lot of energy, physically, mentally, like your bandwidth, like all of those things are calculated out. And of course, they sound like excuses in the meantime, but I feel like they're not. I think they're extremely real. That's why people can't do things like they want to do. It's like blocked by those things, like, and they just can't really fully do them in a day. Like, think about yourself. How many things that you do in a day that you want to do that you have to do? You probably don't do all of them. Right? You probably don't finish them all. You probably don't do them all in the same order, or if you get to them, they're not like probably fully done. And that's the competition. Like, just having enough. But when we talk about relationships and partnerships, I feel like that's like one of the first things people bring up when like their partners are meeting. And I feel like they can just, it's always a discussion, not an argument to have with somebody, because you ask them how they show up for you in a little bit, and when they boil it down to like just they wanted to, they would. It feels like you're just neglecting somebody's emotional needs in favor of your own, like, basically like timing and argumentative style, you know. Maybe that's manipulative in some ways, but I don't think so. You know? And I used to be like, what they want to do, what they would. In some cases, like for like one night stands and bullshit like that, yeah, for sure. But on like a relationship scale, like when it's like time and trust and people are asking questions, I feel like you're owed to like have that type of discussion with them because you love them, you respect them, right? Like I would do the same thing with my friends. Like, you know, what's going on here? How do you feel about this? And then if that turns to like just, you know, obfuscation or like denial or projection, probably not food for conversation. But I know myself. I have ADHD, you know, for sure, and I know these type of how these things kind of work. Like I don't always call people, you know, for sure. I know it's a problem, and I try to do my best. And I call my parents. Call them weekly now. I used to not call them like every month, basically, before, not even a lot at all. So I've changed slightly. And I'm talking about partnerships and communication. Like, yeah, if I see you, we're talking, but like I'm not a phone person. I'm not always going to be trying to call somebody because I don't really need to. But at the same time, the person I want to needs that. So I feel like it's an obligation to give that. But that's one-to-one. That's just my only life example. But also, like, there's a conversation about boundaries that people have and people don't really understand them. Fundamentally, we say them have like well-meaning things like, yeah, boundaries, you know, this is this, but a boundary isn't like a position for like somebody to be subjugated under, you know. It's for yourself. Like, I will not, like, I know I dislike what's a good boundary to say, like, I do not like when people that I don't know for no time to giving me things, because it creates an obligation, and I think it's an act of energy, and I think it's an act of like consequence. People don't think about it like that, but I do. So I'm not accepting things from people I don't know or have a good relationship or boundary, right? And somebody gives me gifts, I'm not gonna willingly deny them. But I'm like, yo, please, just because we don't know each other, like, why do you feel like you need to give me this? You know, like, what is the reason? What's the occasion? And that's not me questioning their intention, because it could be good and forthright, but for myself, I've been in a situation where I think those are not always the same thing. So let's talk about it, have a discussion, and we can like give them it. It's not a blockage to anything. It's more just like stating where I stand, you know, and giving the people like the opportunity to like communicate after. I'm not saying there's a wall between us, but there is like a line now. Like, hey, please do not do this. Like, I don't hug. I don't take my female friends out on trips, because if I had a girlfriend, that would look weird, right? I'm happy to go on dates and have fun, like, that's cool, but we're not going on long, extravagant things. I'm not spending buku or crazy amounts of money on you because you're my friend. I love you and respect you, but this is a time and place location. There is a level of assurance, like how would this look reversed, or how would it look with somebody else's eyes, like perspective wise, and that boundaries within me. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want those arguments. I don't want that conversation. So I would deny that. But that's a boundary personal, and it gets nuanced for sure. But those are like simple ones. I feel like I can state, but like people have multiple ones. I feel like we say it, but like they don't really mean it. Like someone sets a boundary, and like you just walk all over it. There's not a boundary there, you know. If they feel like that, they can walk all over you. And that, the more for your self protection, they give you freedom to do things. You know, they're not restrictive in the nature that people think they are. Like, oh yeah, they're actually expansions of yourself. I'm like, oh, that's how I redefine them now. But that's how I think of them now. But yeah, being out here, you know, under the line, this is like meditation. I've been learning to meditate actually very soon. So just, of course, I am a spiritual motherfucker. I do believe in God and such that nature, and I do try to act in those ways, but trying to connect to like spirit in the best way, or God in the best way is interesting. Because at a fundamental level, I feel like it's easy to say like, yes, I believe in these things, but like actually living through them and putting them into action is such a hard and difficult thing to do as a human. Truly, like unless you're like denying yourself of every liberty and forsaking yourself from every desire, worldly desire. It's like, okay, desires of the flesh for sure consume you, but like, why can't you have something, you know? Why can't I have something I desire here, you know? I'm grateful for the hereafter, but for a human life, like 90 years is a very long time, or 50 years is a very long time. It may not seem on the grand scale of like the universe, but where is the, you know, I feel like where is the presence, you know? Like I'm so consumed about the future that I can't like be happy here. I'm not saying like people should be like hedonistic, but I feel like there's an argument to be had like, oh, what are the pleasures of living, you know? And how do you enjoy them, you know? For sure. But that's not to give like all, yes, religion bad, or, you know, give into every worst inclination of human nature possible and live as best because you only live for once, YOLO. You know, that's crazy, insane. I'm saying, you know, have a duality of both, you know, have the spirituality of God and, you know, Christian, whatever creed you may fall under, like you're in Islam, like whatever it is, have them with you, but also like, you know, be practical and be, you know, forthright with like your intent, like about these things and how they really affect you. Just because you're a race, it doesn't make you like, what's the thing? You get to choose, you know, at every point. It's still your choice, and it gives like the thing of radical acceptance and like just being who you are. Like, what does that mean? Is everything my fault? Maybe. Not like fully, for sure. Of course, not everything is like that, but for things you didn't control, like this is what you are. Like yeah, it is my fault for treating some situations, you know, doing these things, but not for everything, because it does lead to like a very toxic mindset. Oh, it's my fault, or you know, I need to be better. Like better at what, really? It's like that doesn't really answer the question fully. It just kind of gives you like a lumping of consciousness. Like you need a little bit more, dig a little more deeper, how that really affects you. But yeah, that's your vlog today. You know, I'm about to go home, get some food, meditate, sit out here for a little bit longer, see the sights. You guys can look at it. Hopefully this doesn't look crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna see if this is, hopefully I was focused the entire time. If it wasn't focused, I'm gonna be low-key kind of mad. But yeah. Ooh, balala. Balala.
He's the one for me. There's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To the finish line. Everywhere you look, he's right on time. With the silence there.